Music lovers are being given the chance to explore Belfast's rich musical heritage. The Belfast Music Tour is a bus journey through the heart of the city, from Ruby Murray and Van Morrison to Snow Patrol by way of Gary Moore, Stiff Little Fingers and David Holmes. The initiative, organised by Belfast's Oh Yeah Music Centre, was launched this week at the Ulster Hall, which has just reopened after a 2-year extensive renovation. Recent research has shown that 21% of potential visitors are inspired to choose a destination because of the music or bands associated with that particular region.
Well, it started as a music fan, sort of plotting all the places in Belfast that were a wee bit exciting and had some kind of part of rock and roll history. And before you knew it, you had a little kind of sketchy map worked out. So we put that online on a website, and I think there was 134 countries people were watching it and getting excited by it. So that's developed over time into kind of bits of bus tours, and now it's a tour that takes in all of Belfast. So it's been a lot of years in the planning, but it's ready to roll now.
And you think, well, it is something that is well overdue?
It's a time to celebrate Belfast and to celebrate Belfast music, and people are coming here to follow the music trail, and this is actually doing it in a kind of an official way, so it's going to work.
I think the music bus tour is going to be a really important addition to the tourism in the city. Belfast for a long time has been associated with music, but it's been very hard, I think, for people coming to the city to find their way around, to find some of these places associated with music. But it's also quite good for people, I think, in the city to realise the rich heritage that there has been and the diversity of music that there is in the city. Whatever your musical taste, I bet you there'll be something you're going to find on this tour that's going to be of interest. And actually, whatever your musical taste, you're going to find something on this tour that you didn't know about, another kind of music that you might want to explore.
With me now is Duke Special. Duke, nice to see you again.
How's it going? All right.
You've heard about the new music bus tours around Belfast, the first one of which is just about to leave behind you.
Yeah, so I say, yeah, just literally heading in for sound check here. So, yeah, it's cool. I think anything that promotes music from Belfast, that's great.
So we're covering all parts of the city that we can find a musical connection to, and there's plenty to celebrate. Everyone by now knows the Led Zeppelin story then. That Stairway to Heaven was premiered in this said building. In the middle of the Troubles, people singing about a bustle in your hedgerow. It must have been a mind-blowing experience, really. And lots of other significant moments. I think people still remember the Clash gig then in, I think it was October 1977, when there was an issue with insurance and people were running up the road towards Queen's trying to find an alternative, and it ended up there was a big kerfuffle. And the kerfuffle itself turned into a song by Stiff Little Fingers called Alternative Ulster. So it has put together a lot. Some other amazing moments. The Smiths split here in 1984, and a very zealous kind of vegetarian threw a pound of sausages at Morrissey and it hit him on the nose, and he took it rather badly. April the 17th, 1964 is when them played their first advertised gig. They'd run these trailers in the Belfast Telegraph. Who are, what are them, when will you see them? And then finally on the Friday night, them, rhythm and blues. And that's when it all kicked off. First week there was about 60 people there. Second week about 100. Third week they were queuing all the way around the block. So we mentioned earlier this idea that Kate Bush sourced herself a rope drum or a lambeg drum from Sandy Row, and it is indeed true. Two versions of the story. There we go. There's I think the place on the left there where she dug it out. And Artie McGlynn was involved in it. Davy Hammond was involved in this quest. Kate Bush had watched a documentary about Northern Ireland and kind of the 12th of July tradition.
I think it's very interesting. There's things that I'm just catching up with and I haven't known about.
I think it's
very interesting for a local guy to go on a tour.
I think it's long overdue.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is plenty to see in Belfast, you know.
So what do you think of the tour?
I think it's fantastic. Very much into music myself, and have actually learned something since we've started, and we're only just started now. Hope to learn a lot more. But yeah, definitely. I think tourists will love it.
What about yourself?
Yeah, I think tourists will love it, and that would be my kind of perspective on it as well. I mean, there's bits that you already know and there's other bits that you don't know. I think the fact that Kate Bush sourced her lambeg drum for running up that hill is a fabulous fact. I don't think very many people will know that. So yeah, big thumbs up.
It's a good 2 hours, and it's going to be every other Friday for a couple of weeks till we get up and running, and then it's going to go weekly. So if you go to the Belfast Welcome Centre, all the details will be there.
And what websites can people pick up details? Your own website?
Belfast.com and also gotobelfast.com are the two places you can find out about it.